WCBI News at 10 starts now.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Cash Matlock. One person is dead after a shooting in Calhoun City Friday night. Police Chief Latana Williams says officers responded to a call around 7:30 last night. Once on the scene, they found a victim with gunshot wounds. There are no suspects at the moment. Williams says the incident is under investigation. We're going to have more details on that as it becomes available. New tonight, a Rankin County inmate who has spent almost 16 years behind bars has died. Mississippi Department of Corrections says 54-year-old Bobby Lewis Vance died earlier today at Merit Health Central Hospital in Jackson. The department says no foul play is suspected. Vance was currently housed in the Central Mississippi Correctional Facility in Rankin County. He was sentenced in Copiah County to serve a total of 25 years on November 9th of 2004. The official cause of death is under investigation. And the Prentiss County Sheriff's Office is asking for the public's assistance in identifying these suspects allegedly involved in an overnight burglary of Marietta School. The burglary happened last night around 11:30. Officers say suspects took items from the gym concession stand. They say the suspects appear to be two white males with their heads and faces covered. If you recognize these individuals or have any information about the burglary, please call the Prentiss County Sheriff's Office or Crime Stoppers. A pilot walks away with minor injuries after his plane crashes into an airport hangar and catches fire. The incident happened just after sunrise this morning at the Columbus Lowndes Airport. Public Information Officer Joe Dillon says the pilot was attempting to prime the airplane's engine by manually moving the propeller when the engine started unexpectedly. The unmanned aircraft then moved forward, struck an electrical panel, then a hangar. The pilot refused medical treatment. The hangar took on major damage. No one else was involved in the accident. Columbus Fire and Rescue responded to the scene and quickly put the fire out. The National Transportation Safety Board has been notified of the accident. Developing tonight, an overnight fire did severe damage to a long-standing Tupelo restaurant. WCBI's Chad Groening was there and has more on the story.
Sink, dishwashing area.
The rear of Bishop's Barbecue on West Main is completely gutted after an overnight fire apparently ignited in the ceiling of the structure. Nobody was in the building around 3:17 when a passing sheriff's deputy spotted smoke coming out of the building. Owner Ronnie Bishop says he got the call around 5:30 a.m.
Came down and they had already extinguished the fire. We were just, we're still in shock at all the, I've never had to go through this before, but anyway, it's a total loss, everything. We just lost everything. And they did determine no foul play. That was good. Then they actually think it started in the not in the kitchen, but it was in the ceiling. It's the back door entrance, so right in the ceiling. Something maybe wiring or something of that nature. But they'll have a full report by Monday.
Once we got on scene, that's all we saw originally was smoke. But once the interior crews got in there with the hand lines, there was some fire in the back room back towards the back.
And Wardlaw says the fire marshal has made a preliminary evaluation.
Best he can tell, of course it is still under investigation, is the origin of the fire was up high towards the ceiling in the back room, towards the back of the kitchen. Not sure if it's mechanical or electrical. It's too early to tell that.
Wardlaw says it was fortunate that fire station number 2 was within 100 yards of the building.
It makes a big difference in quick attack to get on scene and see what you got and get a hose line in there, because it's all about getting the water on the fire as quick as you can on the seat of the fire to put that fire out. So it's very important.
Even though the fire at the West Main store is devastating to both employees and valued customers of Bishop's, there are 6 other alternatives, including this store in Sotillo, so no one will be out of a job.
We have plenty of room for the employees that were worried to death this morning about their jobs. Oh God, we got plenty of work for everybody. So thankfully, there's an abundance of work for everyone. So no one will miss a lick as far as their paychecks.
There is plenty to clean up. Chad Groening, WCBI News, Tupelo.
Bishop says he hopes to have the West Main store up and running sometime before the end of this year.
Right now across the region, we are overall dealing with a mostly cloudy sky. A few spots have reported already some light sprinkles and a few showers passing out through upper 40s and lower 50s as we're sitting with winds generally light under 8 miles an hour. Some of these light passing showers have been dealing with some drier air in place. That's been evaporating some of the rain and leaving behind just a few sprinkles. There will be some showers lasting into tomorrow. A better chance for rain Monday into Tuesday, though the rivers concerned in the long run are low. low. We still are dealing with river flooding. Details on that and more in just a bit.
We've gotten a much needed break from the rain, but some areas of Lowndes County are still underwater. Our DeAndrea Turner checked in at Pirates Cove and tells us how people there are dealing with the deluge.
For most people, getting to town is as simple as hopping in a car. But for Parker Earhart and his neighbors, they have some more obstacles.
It's rough, you know, we don't have many ways to get out of here. You can't get out of here in a car.
Instead, they scramble through trees and limbs to make it to the bridge just to get to their trucks. Earhart lives in the Pirates Cove community that's been flooded since Tuesday. They are relying on each other and their boats to get around.
Everybody helps everybody, so try to get everybody in and out as much as possible, make sure they got everything they need.
Residents here say the water is coming from the Tombeville Lock and Dam, drowning the area with 10 to 15 inches of water. Earhart says he wants things to change.
I hope the lockmasters figure it out. They know when the rain's coming and they can open their gates as fast as possible so this doesn't happen again.
This time last year, Pirates Cove was dealing with the same problems. This leaves longtime homeowners like Will Cooper with some questions.
People say it's Mother Nature, but my only point is if you go back to 04 and look at the rainfalls that we've had in the past, we've had similar rains and not the same type of problem. So we're just all real confused about what's happening.
People in this area have told me that the water level has went down 6 inches since last night, but you can still see that this road is still full of water. It actually looks like a river, but residents are hopeful that they can drive out of here by later on tonight.
Cleanup's going to be a lot of work. Just we want the water to go down as soon as possible.
In the meantime, the people in this neighborhood are using the resources they have to try to keep the community together.
5 members from the Swift Water Rescue Team of the Columbus Fire and Rescue have been sent to assist with emergency flooding of the Pearl River in the Jackson area. The Department of Homeland Security requested the team be dispatched. The river is still rising and expected to crest Sunday a full 10 feet above flood stage. Since the team was requested by Homeland Security, all of the costs associated with the rescue or with the request will be repaid by the federal government. The members arrived in Hinds County earlier this evening. Well, you may have heard tornado sirens going off in Starkville today, but don't be alarmed. The sirens went off around noon. Oktibbeha County Emergency Management took to their Twitter to clarify the situation. EOC says the sirens are computer activated, so they are not sure what could have caused them to go off. They say they are working to find the culprit behind the sirens activating, and they're asking the public to please remain patient as they troubleshoot the issue. It's a scenario that happens all across the country all too often. We'll tell you what it is and how community members are preparing for it after the break.
In WCBI News at 10 p.m. with Cash Matlock.
Welcome back, everyone. It's a scenario that has shaken communities across the country. Church shootings. Today in Amory, pastors, church members, and law enforcement came together to learn what to do if the worst should happen. WCBI's Bobby Martinez was there and has more on the story.
Class was in session at Big B Baptist Church, but this wasn't exactly Sunday school. This seminar was aimed at teaching people how to respond when violence shakes their sanctuary. Tim Oswald is a training officer with the Monroe County Sheriff's Department. He wants to make sure civilians have a course of action they can follow until his department gets to the scene.
The biggest thing that we're trying to convey to all the churches and civilians out is just mainly to have a plan, put it in place, and be ready. I mean, we want to be vigilant at all times, and we'll try to defend ourselves in any type of event like that.
Concern for safety is driving some congregations to go even further to protect their church families. Instead of planning for a reaction, they're getting in front of the issue by formatting security teams.
We're also discussing church security options for different churches in the county and to help them respond to any type of attack that happens.
Mike Bell, admissions director for the Monroe Baptist Association, said he hopes the seminar not only raises awareness at church or school, but also shows the importance of being ready no matter where they are.
It's necessary to be prepared. For the same reason I've got smoke detectors in my house and seat belts in my car. We hope nothing ever happens, but we understand it might.
That is what prompted Charles Wallace to spend his Saturday morning learning how to protect himself. He says one thing he took away from the seminar,
even with dealing with our cell phones, be more aware of our surroundings, whether you're in the movie theater, whether you're in restaurants, and a lot of times people get caught up with their cell phones, so they're not paying attention.
If you would like to learn more about today's seminar, head over to our website at WCBI.com.
Lows tonight across the region will be down into the 40s, 43 in Columbus, 46 in Memphis and in Jackson. We are draining water out of the area. We'll take a look at what the water levels will do and what the next 7 days bring coming up after this.
First Alert AccuWeather forecast with meteorologist Jacob Dickey.
Overall, it is a calm and quiet night. There are some light showers pushing on through, but we're feeling pretty seasonal out there, down into the upper 40s and lower 50s, 52 in Tupelo and Columbus, Starkville, West Point, 53 in Winona. We are at 48 up at the air base, 50 in Vernon at the 10 o'clock hour. Tonight, temperatures drop down into the low, perhaps mid-40s in a few spots. 44 in Winona, Coffeyville at 46. I've got 43 in Columbus, 42 in Vernon, Aberdeen at 45 overnight tonight. Just some light showers pushing on through, perhaps a shower coming through Noxubee County over Macon. Some sprinkles also in Columbus. Some rain falling earlier. That's moving towards the Millport community south of Vernon. And then overall, the night will remain mostly cloudy. Can't rule out a few isolated showers. The good news is we don't expect rain to impact the rivers here moving forth. So we're on the downward trend in things. The latest for the Tombigbee River at Bevel Lock and Dam. A slow decline downward. The latest forecast continues to say by lunchtime tomorrow, down to 136.9. We're sitting above 140, so that's a drop of 3 feet. And then into Monday morning, we are down below 134. Some good progress that is needed. Big time progress has been noted at Stennis Lock and Dam with the observation sites. The latest has us below 162. Down by tomorrow at lunchtime, down to 157 here. And by Monday morning, we'll be down close to 150. So we'll notice some changes in the water quickly draining away in Columbus. Even with some isolated showers tonight, perhaps to the first half of our Sunday, that's not going to do anything for our river levels. It'll keep declining as we go on through. I won't rule out a few isolated showers into the afternoon as highs climb into the upper 50s, perhaps a low 60s in a few spots. 60 in Kosciuszko, 59 in Ackerman. Aberdeen at 57. We'll get to 55 in Tupelo and in Fulton. South winds 3 to 8 miles an hour on Sunday with a high of 59 in Vernon, 58 in Soligent. As we move forward then, notice some of these light showers pushing on through. Overnight tonight, early tomorrow morning. When we get to Sunday afternoon, things look quite dry out there, mostly cloudy across the region. But then by Sunday night into Monday morning, still dealing with clouds. Futurecast a bit aggressive, saying maybe we get some good sunshine into Monday afternoon, but the rain is coming back by Monday night. This first round of showers through the region, very light, less than 1/10 of an inch for a vast majority of us. Some spots maybe a little bit more. I think our better chance for rain will come with this second system by Monday night into Tuesday. This front slides on in, and it likely stalls out over the southern 2/3 of the region, lasting into Wednesday, perhaps even Thursday with some showers. We'll notice that the best chance for some heavier rain will be on the I-20 corridor, I-50 corridor, just to our south. We'll keep our eyes on it here moving forth as we watch. Still, that chance for showers will likely continue until Thursday night. If we're looking for a day filled with sunshine, we'll have to wait until Friday with temperatures back into the 50s.
It's unfortunate that that sunshine didn't last too long. It's already raining, right?
I think I'm going to get booed again tonight by Courtney Rupp. She's booed me the last 3 weekends for all the rain we've had.
I would count on it. She's a fan of the booing there. All right, well, thank you, Jacob. Mississippi State back on the road to take on Arkansas for the second time this season. In case you missed it, Courtney has the highlights when we come back.
Your WCBI Sports with Courtney Robb.
Mississippi State men's basketball has run into an issue that many teams fighting for a spot in the NCAA tournament have faced this season, that being the ability to win on the road. However, for the most part, the Dogs didn't have any bad losses on the road. That is until State was spanked by an underperforming Ole Miss team in Oxford the other day, 83-58, which means playing at Arkansas today for State and winning on the road makes it even that more crucial for the Dogs' chance to go dancing in March. Let's get to Bud Walton Arena. Round 2 for the Bulldogs and Hogs this season. Can State pull off the win twice? Out of opening tip, guard Mason Jones, top of the key, got it. What a start for the Hogs. They go up 3-0. 15 remaining in the half. Guard Nick Weatherspoon out on the wing, pops up, bottoms. 3-point for the Bulldogs. It's all knotted up at 12. Midway through the first half, Hogs forward Adriel Bailey from the corner knocks it down. Hogs take a 20-19 lead. 6 minutes remaining in the first off the rebound and the lob to guard DJ Stewart, and wham! That'll wake you up. Bulldogs in the lead 27-22 right before halftime. Hogs shot swatted away. Carter ready. Bulldogs out in transition. Carter on the wing. Knocks it down. The second half is where things got interesting. Bulldogs up 40-32. 6 and change remaining. Guard Robert Woodard fighting to the inside. Off the glass. Dogs up 69-60. And Hogs fighting under 2 minutes remaining. Guard Desi Sills off the swing in the corner. Nothing but net. Crowd going wild as the Hogs take the 75-72 lead. A minute and change remaining in the game. Hogs lose it. Carter with the steal, saying wham, bam, and a thank you, ma'am. Dogs back on top, 76-75. In seconds remaining on the clock, Arkansas airballs it. Dogs with the ball back on offense, slowing it down just a bit. Carter in traffic pulls up a do with the tip in. MSU able to come away with the 78-77 victory. Coming off a 3-game winning streak, Ole Miss men's basketball looking as if the Rebels had finally hit a turning point in the season. However, the real test, a road match against 12th-ranked Kentucky. Because wins against Florida, South Carolina, and Mississippi State, yeah, they look good. But it's nothing like playing with the big boys in the mecca of college basketball. And with that being said, let's go to Rupp Arena. Rebels off to a good start. First half, guard Brian Tyree from the logo pulls up, bottoms. It's Tyree. They'll be tied at 29 going into the break. Second half, guard Blake Hinson knocking down the beautiful J. The Rebs in the lead 37-31. Wildcats follow that up. The steal by guard Tyrese Maxey gets it out to guard Ashton Hagans for the monster slam. And less than 2 left in the game. Ole Miss taking the lead with this step back J. So clean. The bench going nuts. However, the Rebels unable to pull it off, and Ole Miss falls in a tough one, 67-62. Area schools getting back to work on the diamond this afternoon. Action from the Jamboree over in New Hope when we come back. Welcome back. Checking in on some college baseball. 6th-ranked Mississippi State in a game 2 of opening weekend series against Wright State. The Diamond Dogs coming out on top. 6-2 is going to be your final in that one. And what a game for left-handed pitcher Christian McLeod. 5 innings pitched, only 1 hit, no runs, and 11 strikeouts. Talk about having a day. I would say that's a pretty good start for the red-shirted freshman. The Bulldogs get back to work to close out the series tomorrow. If you're looking to catch that at Dudy Noble Field, that will be at 1 p.m. And how about this for an impressive win? Number 23 Ole Miss versus 2nd-ranked Louisville. Now, if you're asking about the D1Baseball.com rankings, Louisville is actually ranked number 1, so depends where you're looking at. But either way, Ole Miss having a great game against the Cardinals, topping Louisville 8-6. A comeback from yesterday's loss. Now the series is all tied up at 1, and that deciding Game 3, the rubber match, will be Sunday as well. That game at noon if you're looking to catch that at Swayze Field. New Hope hosting Houston for a Saturday afternoon baseball jamboree. Second out, no, 1 on and 1 out. Riley Cook pitching. Cole Ruffin double to left field. Trojans score 3 runs in the second. 3rd inning, Drew Brown hits one to the wall into left. An RBI double, and New Hope's up 4-0. 4th inning, 2 on, 2 outs. Eli Nerone with the RBI double to center. Pops it out. Scores 2, and New Hope tops Houston 5-2. Next up, Starkville taking on Houston in the same jamboree. Starkville up 2-0, 2 outs and a runner on base. Ozzie Myatt pitching for Houston, but Hayes Davis takes the ball for a joyride over left center wall. It's a 2-run homer, and the Jackets are up 4-0. 2nd inning, a runner at second. Jackson Owen with the blooper to shallow left. An RBI single, Starkville taking a 5-0 lead. Toppers can't come out on top in this one. Starkville gets it done 12-3. And Starkville's not done yet. The Jackets facing off against East Webster. First inning, 1 out, 1 on. Gray McCarter pitching to Riley Dawkins forces the 5-4-3 double play to end the inning. How about some of that action, am I right? Very next inning, no one on base. Jackson Owen dismantles this one. A solo jack to left. Starkville goes ahead 1-0. And talk about coming away with a huge win. Starkville getting it done 14-0. Talk about a shutout at New Hope this afternoon. That's it for sports. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
A few showers overnight tonight into Sunday. Better chance Monday afternoon, especially into Monday night and Tuesday. And we'll have some rain showers Wednesday, Thursday. Can't get rid of it, can we?
Well, you know, the sunshine was good while it lasted.
It was.
All right. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. We'll see you back here tomorrow.